Hey, it's H here, and on today's video we're checking out FANTOM. Now I did a FANTOM video a couple of weeks back and we were around this area of the price chart when that was uploaded, so since then we've got some development on the charts and was requested to make an update video on it. So let's jump right into it. So I think we had the main count basically this. We had at the top here correcting downwards. I had labeled it WXY, and again we were around here. Now we had a small bounce up before the last wave, and I adjusted the wave count to adjust for it, and this is what it looks right now. So again here we can, well, there is, I guess, really small divergence, if any, here. Let's check out the smaller time frames. On smaller time frames there's not. Yeah, there's not. Which is why it was super difficult to even find this low here. From here on here, I think this is what we were talking about last time. Saying this could be the bottom. At least there was divergence back there. Now there is of course divergence here between this low, and as these are same degree lows, we can definitely compare these. So it was this one and this one. So there is divergence there, but it's quite a high time frame. So again, shouldn't be looking for the immediate pump on high time frame, as this was already basically happening. Let's see. So here, let's start. When did the price go back here? Here, didn't go below it. Okay. Yeah, so all of these peaks could have had that divergence. So yeah, definitely not the easiest way to call this a bottom of some sorts. Now I had another look, and if you don't want to put WXY on this, I found another way again, and it's super ugly. Now this is an ABC that comes on non-logarithmic exactly to 1-to-1 extension of this B, of this A projected from the B, hits this target perfectly, and this is the only way I could force a diagonal here. This whole thing here needs to be the way one. Yeah, I'm not sure how you would count that, but it's definitely possible, I guess, but it's really unlikely. If we are placing one here, then the dimensions and the fibs are not related to other, and this cannot be diagonal. Same with to here. Now, so for those reasons, I feel like I'm still going to stay on this one. Now, is this correction over again? That is definitely hard to say. We've already come up 40% from the lows with this kind of looking structure. So let's jump into it a bit closer and see if we can pick out anything. Now I've got bullish and bearish scenario both provided here, and let's take a look. Now this is the bullish one, saying that this is the low here, and we come up in 5-wave move up to this one here. Now there is definitely merits to placing one here as well, as this low did not interfere with this one. Again, there's no issues placing 4 here, or having even a super large wave 4, placing wave 4 here, and then the wave 1 here. As you see, there are a lot of difficult possibilities and options here, and having this wave 3 up here being so high on the RSI, it's just giving out divergences everywhere. So it is definitely a really hard thing to say where it is. Now, looking at closely, this move here looks like 5 wave-ish, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are not overlapping this low and this high, so it's definitely a doable impulse, even without having it being a diagonal. Even though it definitely looks like more of a diagonal than an impulse, but they are not crossing over, so we don't need to make that distinction, I guess. Now, 3 waves move looks like to be here, a zigzag. It's not retracing too much, to be honest. Yeah, only 382, and again, saying that this could be a wave 4, this whole structure here, I wouldn't call them out. It would be a bullish running flat, saying that we would come up here with a 1. But then again, there's another issue here. This doesn't even come back to 0.5 again. So yeah, if we have wave 2 here, this is definitely more of a valid correction, but again, now it is super deep. Usually we would like the wave 2 to come to 0.5 to 0.618 area to give us more confidence for it to be a wave 2. Also, the thing is, wave 2 shouldn't take longer than the previous wave, the wave 1, and their area goes here. So if we have wave 1 here, it would be unlikely to have wave 2 here, like so. Again, if we have wave 1 up here, then this definitely could be correction, but it is now really short in time. So there are multiple issues with both of these counts, or any of these counts that are presented here, and none of these moves are really looking like 5 waves, easily identifiable. Now this could be the basis of a super bullish count, saying that these are 1, 2, 1, 2. Then again, what do we have here? We have the same kind of structure between these. What is this? A, B, C, a running flat, which is super bullish. Now this again wouldn't retrace too much. It doesn't even come to 0.5. So saying that would be a wave 2, again, would be really bullish sign. Now the issue with this whole thing is that we're constantly making higher lows. So we can't really create simple looking or good looking impulses like this one or this one here. We're just riding with this channel basically here. Now at this point it is really hard to say what this is, but to me this looks more of a corrective pattern of some kind of complex structure that I just can't identify yet. I'm just going to leave this channel on here for now and present you another option. This one is the bear option, saying that this Y is actually, or more like this Y here, is not actually the end of the complex correction. Now, again, we are still having this 5-way move here marked, and we still can have debates where this 5 ends, whether it's here or here, whether this is a running flat or not. There is possibilities. Again, this is one way to say that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and now making the 5th, which needs to come above this 1-to-1 extension. Now, is it part of this C? So is it part of this whole structure, creating an ending diagonal? All these would need to be 3 waves and zigzags. So why is this? This looks so much more like a running flat than a zigzag. Of course, it could. I guess we could make it some kind of a complex structure if we want to force this diagonal in, but it doesn't really show us confidence on the count. Also, this structure here is just so much chop around that there is just no way I'm going to find a good way for this. Now, this looks like some kind of triangle, but I tried a couple options here. So A, B, C, D, E onto this one. Let's zoom in a bit. This one. But then we would have so short of an impulse up or move up from this structure, and we can't have the E here because it invalidates this one and this one. But saying if this is A, B, C, then there's no D. See, there's also so many issues with all these that it is really hard to count. Now, let's zoom out a bit and see what kind of structure this whole thing is. Just need to keep in mind what we're dealing with overall. Let's turn this off and parallel channel this one. Now, I got this channel around this current leg down, and note that we still are within this channel. We haven't crossed it, not at all. So we definitely need to keep that in mind and see whether we get a reaction here or not. Let me actually just put this on proper spots, because I did it on higher time frames, so when zoomed in it doesn't line up that well. And again, if we are to correct here around this area, this would create more than likely this scenario where we have W, X, Y, X, Z, and this would be minute scale, and then we would just move this Y here. Now, this would again create problems because this is not really a Y or 3-way move, this WXY here. So would need to probably rethink this, and we could possibly get another option for this possible C wave here if we drop down. But we'll look into that if that comes, and I'm going to set some alarms here. So alarm below the current low here. Actually just move it up just a bit. One above the current high and one on this channel if it breaks. So, or touches. So I think those are some things to look out for next. So we are definitely coming up onto some kind of resistance. Even now we are just hitting our head on this support area, or now resistance area here. We've hit it once, or well, back here we back tested it, and now it's resistance again, and probably hitting it one more time maybe before or if we can push through it. Now there's more resistance up real soon on these lows, and also this order block here that has another support here, but we'll see what happens. This is definitely not one of those coins that I would be buying positions in unless I want to dollar cost into it. That is definitely a valid strategy if you believe in this, in FANTOM overall, and want to see and invest into it in the future as well. But yeah, that's out of the scope on this video, but I think those are all the options I wanted to present to you. Not much really helpful, but this wave structure is unfortunately really weird. So again, if you want me to analyze a coin or asset or stock, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.